Hey, this is Aaron from Blood of Angels, and thank you to the World of Metal for sending us these awesome questions. And we'll go ahead and get right at it. Part of it is when we released Failure of Faith, it was right at the peak of COVID. So getting on the road to perform, it took us a little longer, of course, than expected. Through the pandemic. But we got out there. We toured throughout 2021 and 2022. In the United States as restrictions started lifting, and it was a good experience and a real good jumping off point for us. The other part of it is that these songs were really a true collaborative effort. We worked together a lot to rework the songs and bring them into being. And the last thing is of course the thing that all us independent self-financed bands deal with is the financial side of things. Studios cost money, the mixing engineer costs money, master recording costs money. Scheduling was kind of a part of it. We had to work with other bands that were being recorded at the same time on when we can get into the studio. Sometimes we had to wait some additional time and additional weeks. So all that played a part in it. The idea of the album was to basically talk about rituals and different ways we say goodbye to each other in this life as people pass on to the next. It's influenced and reflected of what happened to all of us during the time of COVID, something that we all share, and I felt it was a good subject to unify people, to bring us together into what we have in common. Pretty streamlined. Mostly, I came in with the basis of the song musically, the general song structure and everything, and then Maggot and Jonathan and I worked things into a deeper detail based on my initial idea, and then putting their input and their ideas and reworking the song a bit. And then once we had it completed, we turned it over to our vocalist Randy for lyrics and his vocal interpretation. Recording the album, very very streamlined format. A click track with rhythm guitar and drums. Record to that click track. Then I added my master rhythm tracks, my lead playing, the bass. Sometimes couple of songs we added keyboards, and then Randy's vocals in the final part of the song. So it was I would say we planned it very well, and it was a very streamlined experience. So far, it's been very incredibly positive. As an artist, you put together music, what you think and what you feel and what you want to create and what you want to put out in the world as your personal self-expression, and then you hope people will understand that self-expression and enjoy it as much as you enjoyed creating it. And so far, everything has been going very well and moving in the right direction, the overall reception seems to be really positive for those who have listened to it. Touring, exactly. That's just what we're planning on doing. 2027, we're putting together a tour from Mexico in February, and that's going to be exciting, our first time there. We're going to do a U.S. tour in the spring in April, and then August we're looking to go to the U.K. We were just in Europe last September, mostly Central and Eastern Europe. We performed in Poland, Hungary, Austria, Romania, and Bulgaria. Those shows were absolutely fantastic. The crowds were incredible. And we're hoping we can make arrangements to also go into Western Europe sometime in the future, maybe in 2028. Anyway, World of Metal, thank you so much for having me on and be able to communicate with your audience. You can follow us at bloodofangels.net And as I always say to everyone, thank you so much for all those that have supported us and for streaming our music and anything, because we wouldn't be where we are now if it wasn't for you, and we won't be able to grow if it isn't for you either. So I humbly say thanks.